Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Arkansas Style. Thank you all for joining us. I am your host, Nicole Neiman. We've got a lot in store for the hour, but before we actually get started, here's a quick peek at what's coming up. Get ready to melt into flavor. Today, we're trying raclette, the Swiss cheese with a big personality. It's perfect for wintertime entertaining, and Allison Hayes is here today to show us the best ways to serve it, plus pairings that will impress all your guests. And mark your calendars for November 21st through the 23rd. Bella Ristina returns to the Wei Expo and Center for its winter market, featuring hundreds of unique vendors, holiday treats, and one-of-a-kind gifts and decor. Ashley Norris joins us today with all the details. Also, dryer fires are more common than you think, but they're also preventable. So we'll show you the signs to watch for, how often to clean your dryer vent, and steps you can take to keep your home safe, straight from Steamatics expert Misty Poole. Plus, Charlie will test out our knowledge on marriage, what's true, what's false, and what really causes the biggest issues. So without further ado, let's get into it. Arkansas Style starts right now. Once more, thank you all for joining us this afternoon. With all the beautiful colors of fall now in full bloom, it's time to get creative with seasonal decor. Chris Norwood, Coner and floral designer at Norwood Day Floral Company, is here to show us how to create a beautiful November topiary using millet, fall leaves, and other seasonal elements. Whether it's for your entryway, porch, or garden, Chris has tips to make it look stunning. All right, friend, I missed you last week.
Miss you too, and by stunning, you look stunning today, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
You're always welcome.
I know it's going to be a great show, especially when we start with you. Did I say that word right, millet?
Millet.
Oh,
but
phew.
We're actually going to substitute a little bit of millet with this new kind of solidago, so it's okay.
Okay, all right.
So first off, let's go ahead and take our mums. These are chrysanthemums. They're called cremons. They're in the chrysanthemum family. We want to take these leaves off pretty quick. Just go ahead and take all those off here.
Okay, so forgive me, just 1 second though. A topiary. A lot of people might not know exactly what that is.
A topiary is like a little tree form. It's a sculptured tree form, basically. We're going to do it out of flowers because so many times, like in the South, we do Thanksgiving as a buffet. A lot of times, like all your family's there, so everyone puts all the food in the middle, and that's not really a seated dinner as much. So what we're going to do today is do 2 topiaries, so you can get the flowers off the table and get more room for food.
Okay, so when I think about topiary, I think of it like as ivy, you know, shaped into a ball. But we're going to create it with flowers.
We're going to do it with flowers. We're
Love
going to do our
idea.
best with flowers. So I'm going to take these leaves off.
Okay, and so the mums are going to be the top of the topiary, the round part, huh?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm with you.
We're going to leave the hairnets on until we get done.
Okay.
So there's that.
All right, and only 3?
No, all of them.
All of them.
All
See, that's the way I like you to roll. More is more in my world, Chris. All right.
What we'll do is we're going to take, let's do 3 in the middle like that.
Okay.
We're going to take 1 piece of our solidago and we're going to pop it right like that in the middle.
All right, hold the phone.
I
have very strict instructions to follow, Christopher, today. So
I said you can do whatever you want to do, but this kind of has a form to follow.
Okay.
But you do.
I mean, I like the way it looks already.
So anyway, so there we're going to actually lower that down. See how I've got the 3 in the middle? That's going to be our top.
Okay.
Then we'll go back with the edge of these around the perimeter like that.
Okay, I get it. All right, so they sit at the base of the flowers.
Yep.
Is this?
Why don't you pop it up just a little bit so it'll kind of peek out the top of it. If not, it's going to get lost.
Okay.
There we go.
Love it.
You know, we like a little sparkle going on.
All right.
Yeah. So when we finish, we'll pop the ones that we kind of broke a few, but we'll just pop those right off. There you go.
Okay, all right. Now I'm back in business.
There you go.
Okay, so now add more mums.
Add another layer of mums.
Okay, another layer of mums.
Just like that.
Okay.
And then we actually could go back, and we'll go and pre-cut yours. We're going to go back and take a little bit of leaves, just like this,
Okay.
to there.
All right.
Like that. And I've already pre-cut you a piece of tape. Now the key to this tape, and that reminds me, I should have.
You know what's nice about these topiaries is if it is a seated dinner, you know, everybody's always complaining that the flowers get in the way, but these will clear
exactly.
your line of sight.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what you want to do when you're putting the tape on is you want to put it right on top of the other tape. Like you don't want to like make it go up and down. Just keep it really tight like that.
Okay, all in one line.
Yep.
All right.
Like that.
Now you know what I would do because I'm a little extra. I'd put a giant ribbon.
And we would do that if I had remembered to bring the ribbon. You could have done that, but I forgot the ribbon today. So anyway,
Chris.
thanks for busting me out, Nicole. Anyway, so there's that. So now we're going to go back.
You know where I know where I can find more ribbon is at your place. So
exactly. Yeah.
it's a good excuse to come visit.
Yeah, exactly. And we've got all kinds of fall ribbon. We got all of our Christmas ribbon out too.
Okay, cool.
So
Yeah, are
that.
you getting ready for Thanksgiving?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, did I ask you this? Do you call it stuffing or dressing?
Dressing.
Dressing.
Not many Southerners actually stuff.
I know, but
turkeys.
even if it's not stuffed, like
We like
in
big
the north.
old pans of dressing. We don't like do the the stuff in
In the bird, yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, I know.
At least my family didn't. So. But,
Yeah.
But
Do
I'm
you-
from the country, so
Do you put the
maybe they
giblets
do.
in the dressing, in the
Well,
stuffing?
absolutely.
You
You got to
do?
put all
Okay.
the fixings in it. Yeah.
All right, okay.
So there's that. I'm gonna let you take that.
Thank you, friend.
And we're gonna put that just like right there. And then we're gonna go back and take a couple of these hydrangeas
Okay.
to there. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm
Okay.
so happy.
Yep.
Do you follow the Bravo ladies?
Not a lot.
Oh my God, the
They had a
drama
lot.
coming out of there.
Is that
Did you
where
know
is that
Vicky
where-
is coming back?
Is that where you were last week? You were at BravoCon?
That is a shark pool of ladies.
Yeah,
No, thank you. Mm-mm.
Well, supposedly Melissa and them are back together again, which I think that's made for TV too. Anyway, perfect.
Okay.
So let's put that in there.
Okay.
And then you could always go get your raffia
Look
or a little
at
bit of ribbon
this.
there. And then we're going to recut these and put
Wait.
those in the bottom.
I have a stray branch of
That's
leaves.
all right.
You
Here,
got-
let's just take that. You know what we could do with that?
Well,
Let's put that around the bottom. Add a little bit more flavor down here. Just like-
gosh, this looks amazing.
So I'm going to cut that. You stick that on one side.
Okay. Look at these
Okay.
hydrangeas. I love the colors.
Yeah, aren't they fun?
Okay.
There's that.
Yeah.
There's that. You can always go back and stick a little pumpkin right in there. And then do put more leaves, just like that.
Oh.
So bada bing, a bada boom.
Oh my gosh, and this vessel is beautiful.
Yep.
Remind everybody, so you have incredible home decor.
We
Not
do.
only do you have the beautiful fresh flowers, so check out this vessel, folks at home. I mean, this is really something unique and different.
And we've got all of our Christmas out now too.
And you have all the Christmas stuff out already?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right, well,
And I feel like we've got probably the best selection of gift-giving gifts,
Yeah.
probably in the city. At least I feel that way. But anyway.
all right, well, we're gonna come check it out.
All right.
All right, well, good to see you,
Oh,
friend.
got a loose one right here. Let's push him back in there.
Get back in there. Behave.
Yeah, behave.
These children. Good to see you.
Anyway, all right.
For more inspiration, designs, and custom floral, visit norwoodday.com or visit their store off Cantrell Road. Now, still ahead, we're chatting with Ashley Norris about what makes Bella Ristina the holiday shopping destination you won't want to miss. Stay with us. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. If you're looking for unique holiday shopping and one-of-a-kind finds, we've got just the place for you. Bella Ristina is celebrating 10 years of shopping this year, bringing back over 350 booths of vintage handmade and trendy boutique finds, plus yummy treats to tickle your taste buds. Joining us today is Ashley Norris, the founder of Bella Rustina, to tell us what makes this year's event extra special. All right, Ashley, always fun to see you.
Oh, yep, great to be here. I'm excited.
Okay, Bella Rustina, I mean, you curate the best of the best from the region around.
Yep.
This is incredible treasure hunting.
Absolutely.
What can we expect for the holiday season?
November is one of a lot of people's favorite show because it's Christmas. It is. We have that expo center, the event center, the pavilion. We'll just, it's like Christmas threw up in there. It's going to be awesome.
Again, you've brought a few of the items
Yes.
that we can expect. I mean, first of all, let's start with that hand-painted window.
So
Wow.
Becky takes old windows and she hand paints these scenes on there. So there's everything from, like this, an awesome, old truck, and she's got Santa and even the Grinch. She features a lot of different characters on her windows. Just does a fantastic job.
Yeah, I mean, the size and scale of this, and again, when we talk about unique and different, I mean, this is really an old reclaimed window.
Yes, it is.
That you've got. So, I mean, imagine the story, imagine the house that it was hanging in.
Right.
And then it gets a new life.
It could be in the landfill, but instead Becky's taken it and given it a refresh, on life. So I love that. I've got a lot of exhibitors who do that. They'll take old stuff and repurpose it into something new. So, for example, like these pillows, this is from an old quilt. That quilt was probably tattered and worn, could have gone to the landfill, but instead it has been turned into a neat little pillow to decorate for the holidays.
Absolutely, yeah. Again, you've got all of these homemade crafters out there, curating these pieces that are one of a kind.
Yep.
Okay, so moving on
then,
down
of course,
the table.
we have the authentic vintage, which is my favorite part of the Christmas show is what they call Christmas kitsch, which is kind of these funny looking characters and things, and then the ceramic Christmas trees that people love so much. The mugs, there's so many of these collectibles that take you back to the good old days, and we will have so much of that. We've got lots of exhibitors who are coming from all over the country to bring us some goodies.
Yeah, folks at home, you know who I'm talking to. I know the fancy Christmas decorators where it looks, like too pretty to touch. The kitsch for me is what makes it so fun and festive, especially if you have kids or grandkids. It's something to kind of giggle and laugh about. And of course, it creates those incredible memories too.
I mean, I don't know what the person was thinking when they came up with this little elf and reindeer. But they had fun, and that's what's awesome. And like this tree, someone made this. This actually has dates and stuff written on the bottom from where someone, painted it and decorated it themselves. And so it's fun. These are things from yesteryear that we bring it back to life and letting people decorate with.
Trey, that's going to be your Christmas gift. The Secret Santa. Cat's out of the bag. Now you know what you're getting.
Hey, he'll be getting a highly sought after thing because this tree right here is very hard to find. So, yep.
Beautiful. Okay, moving on down here.
We got some more handmade items. So Stephanie has these awesome hats here that she's crocheted, and you can change out the pom-pom and to whatever color. She's got all different colors that she uses, and I mean, again, this is handmade. She's crocheted this, and it's just a fun way to be festive.
Wow, how beautiful. My goodness, it is so soft. If you're the kind of family that takes those holiday pictures, can you imagine if you all had these hats on? What fun that would be. And of course, Christmas morning to have them all on. So soft and pretty.
She makes other items of clothing too, so she's got the whole, it's really neat to see crocheted clothing. You usually see the crocheted animals, but she actually brings clothing, which we'll have the animals too, but she has a unique way of doing things on her booth.
Cool.
And then her friend brings these handmade purses, and this is cowhide, this is leather, this is the good stuff. Like, that's really well made, and it's just a really good accessory for the upcoming holidays.
Oh gosh, I mean, I can smell the leather. I love that scent. Again, when you talk about high quality designer bags, and who doesn't love a new handbag for Christmas? Everybody loves a purse. Really, really pretty. Again, from new to old, from reclaimed, from homemade. I mean, you really have it all. 350 booths too.
And I think it's going to be closer to 400. I've kind of been cramming people in there. So this will be our biggest event possibly yet, because so many awesome people kept wanting to join, and I'm like, okay, let me add another row. And so I've added so many booths in there, and so we're going to be cram-packed. But in gifts, I mean, if you're wanting to get your Christmas shopping done, this is going to be the place to be, because it will be everything from vintage to handmade to boutique items. So we'll have everything. You get your shopping list knocked out.
All right, Ashley, well, let's invite them out.
All right, so it'll be Friday and Saturday from 9 to 5 and Sunday from 11 to 4. Admission is $10 on Friday and Saturday, and then it's $5 on Sunday, and it's good for re-entry. Oh, and Santa and Miss Claus is going to be there all week. weekend long. So you can come get pictures with Santa and Miss Claus. So get some Christmas pictures taken too.
How beautiful. Okay, well, bring your big cars, bring your wagons, bring your money.
Yep, exactly.
Because you're not going to go home disappointed. Well, Ashley, great to see you.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
Yeah, you too. Happy
course.
holidays to you.
For more details, ticket info, and a full list of vendors, head over to bellaristina.com. Now, don't go anywhere. Allison Hazelwood from Whole Foods Market is next, sharing tips, tricks, and pairings to help you master raclette at home. We'll be right back. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. This year, let's warm up your winter menu with something melty and delicious. Joining us is Allison Hazelwood, ACS certified cheese professional and specialty team leader at Whole Foods Market, to share the history, flavors, and modern uses of raclette, a Swiss melting cheese. She also brought along some perfect pairings to join. Always great to see you, Allison. I've missed you.
Great to be here.
We all know cheese is my love language, which is why we're
I love how
friends.
sparkly you are today.
Oh, feeling festive, I guess. Okay, well, please tell me what raclette is.
So raclette is a Swiss cheese. It's a great melting cheese. A lot of your Swiss cheeses like Gruyere, Emmentaler, raclette are great for melting, great for entertaining with. And what's really cool about raclette is that there are various different devices that you can cook raclette on, like these little raclette grills.
All right, Laricus, if you can, take a look at this. So, Allison, this is like a little device. It's got some votive candles underneath it, and it is slowly melting the cheese, which came in this package here, huh?
Yes, and that's our sliced version of raclette. And we also have a whole wheel. And the raclette devices are kind of from the ridiculous to the demure when it comes to what you can do with them. Some you can put a whole wheel on. This one is just for a little slice of raclette. And what raclette is to scrape. So what you're going to do, so I have cornichons, a little charcuterie right there, some manitos, and we just take this and then you're just gonna scrape it off onto there.
My Lord, is that some joy? Oh
yes.
my goodness. Yes and yes and yes. Check out how cool this is, you guys. Oh, don't you want to do this over the holiday season?
Yeah. And
what
these are
a treat.
Great. These little devices retail for about $20, $28 on Amazon, and they're amazing. And you just don't have to do raclette with them. I have some brie right here that we can throw on this other one, some fontina. And it's just not a savory dish, but you could also do it with some sweet stuff. I have some pumpkin spice Raincoast crisps and some apple pie.
Okay. Wait, that raclette? For folks at home who think you know what Swiss cheese tastes like, This is amazing. It is so creamy. And it's a little bit sweet. You know, sometimes Swiss cheese can be really flavor forward.
Exactly.
This is a relatively mild.
And some people would say it's a little pungent, but it also has some sweet nuts to it. So it can compare with some different things. So I got some brie going on right there. I also have some fontina, which is an Italian melting cheese. That we can throw on the grill too. So it doesn't,
look at this.
This little grill doesn't have to just be for raclette, but it can be for any kind of cheese. But
Check this out. You got this. I'm having so much fun, and boy, would your kids have fun doing this.
Yeah.
Where did you buy these little devices at?
I got these on Amazon. The company is Bosca, who we've partnered with for a while. They do a lot of different cheese tools for us, like our skeleton knives and cheese knives and fondue pots. They have some great stuff.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So much fun. And again, as the winter months kind of roll around, it's so nice to have something more and creamy to nibble on. Oh, that brie, delicious.
The brie with the pumpkin spice crackers is amazing. And I know you're a wine fan, so I have one of
Secrets
my
out.
I have one of my favorite wines right here. This is Hugel, and the wine is called Gentle. It has a lot of different noble grapes, which are like Riesling, Gewürztraminer, and this is kind of an off-dry wine. Oh, I didn't quite get the cork out.
All right. So this is an Alsace wine. So Alsatian is right next to France and Germany.
Yes.
And like you say, it is a little bit like a sweeter grape. It's like a Riesling.
Yeah. It's got Gewürztraminer, just delicious.
Let me help you, girl.
Okay, yeah.
I might have done this a time or two. Just punch that right in there. When you're on TV, you just come on, girl.
It's
Allison.
the magic bottle. Okay, here we go.
Okay, here we go. Glug, glug, glug. Okay, we
this
have
is
the magic juice.
Super, super good. I love this one. Goes great with.
It was worth waiting for. Oh, that's delicious.
Yes.
Okay, I was expecting it to be a little sweeter than it is. It is bright and delicious.
Yes.
Okay,
very
Allison,
bright,
before we run out of
delicious.
time, I always like to brag on you. You are really and truly a gifted professional when it comes to the products at Whole Foods. People, when you go and shop for cheese, you know your stuff. I mean, do not hesitate. And of course, you oversee the wines as well. So let's invite everybody to come connect with you.
Exactly, yes. Come visit us at 501 South Bowman. We love this time of year. It's a great time to talk about what people are eating, what people are doing, trends in the market. So this is my favorite time of year. People are cooking, people are drinking. People are eating.
Who could
a
possibly
lot of
be eating melted cheese and drinking
so
wine?
It's an amazing time, and you know, if you can get a little thing like this, or just grill this on the pan, on a little frying pan, it's great.
All right, show's over. I'm going to clean up. I will come see you.
Yeah, and then you can just add any of these cheeses to an apple pie, sweet potato pie. It's amazing.
Dinner is served.
Yes.
Well, great to see you, honey. I
Good
so
to see
appreciate
you, too.
Come back next month, okay?
I will,
All right,
yes.
wonderful. For more raclette recipes, tips, or to see Whole Foods selection of cheeses, head to WholeFoods.com or visit your local Whole Foods for more information. Now, coming up next, Missy Poole from Steamatic will share life-saving tips on preventing dryer fires, fire mitigation, and working with insurance companies if an incident occurs. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. Ever wondered what really causes dryer fires and how to keep your home safe? Today we're talking with Misty Poole, owner of Steamatic, about the #1 cause of dryer fires and what you can do to prevent them. All right, Misty, well, great to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Okay, this is a serious subject. I don't think people really know, what is the #1 cause behind dryer fires?
Normally it's a clog. Lint is highly combustible, so when that lint goes through the trap and gets clogged in that dryer, it causes a lack of air force going through, and then that heat builds up on top of that lint and will actually cause it to spark.
Okay, so let me understand this a little bit. I don't know the mechanics behind a dryer, but am I to assume that this would be lint that I couldn't otherwise access, like when I'm cleaning the dryer
Yes,
vent? Is
a
that
lot
right?
of times it will slip past that little vent or the little trap, and it goes through the bottom of the dryer and into the actual vent that vents outside.
Okay, so this is not something that we can access easily. We can remedy for ourselves. This is where you come in?
It depends on how your dryer vent is run. I have a short run straight out. I can probably stick my hand in mine. There are a lot that are in the middle of the house. They vent up through the wall, out through the attic. Those are much more difficult, and those are the ones I would most definitely recommend a professional to do.
Okay, are there signs that we would know that our vent is clogged?
Yes, the first thing most people notice is the fact that the dryer takes longer than one cycle to get the clothes dry. Some people will call and say they've been 10 loads and it's still not completely dry. So that's going to be the telltale sign. The dryer itself will feel hot to the touch, and a lot of times you'll just smell like a burning smell.
All right, serious signs to be sure to pay attention to. How can I prevent dryer fires?
The biggest thing you can do is change or clean out that lint trap every single time you do a load. Most people don't do that. That picture right there is actually my cousin's 20-year-old son's lint trap with his roommates that apparently has not cleaned his in months, and that is a huge fire hazard right there. So that's the biggest thing that you can do is just make sure that that trap is cleaned out.
Oh my goodness. Okay, how often should it be cleaned then, are you saying?
On average, we suggest once a year. I have to have mine done more often because I have a 100-pound dog that sheds and a cat. Don't have kids at home anymore, but my parents probably don't have to have theirs done as often because it's just the two of them. So it kind of depends on how often you use your dryer. If you're doing laundry every day, I would suggest every 6 months.
Okay, and God forbid, should our dryer catch on fire, any recommendations on how to manage that?
If you can unplug it safely, that's the first thing that you're going to want to do. Grab a fire extinguisher, obviously call 911. Dryer vent fires can cause a lot of damage to the whole house, not just that area where it is. So it can smoke and soot up the entire house, especially once it gets caught in your heat and air system, then it disperses to all the rooms.
Okay, so Misty, we have a video. If you can help kind of talk us through what it is that we're looking at, that would be helpful.
That is lint from my dryer. Just 3 loads. That is 2 adults, no kids, no nothing but dog hair in there. You see how quickly that actually ignites, and once one little spark catches, it just goes right up. So that's just kind of a representation of how quickly it will catch on fire.
Okay, so Steamatic, of course, comes and helps us with the dryer vents and what have you, but you also do other services. Let's touch on those.
Well, one of the main things is we do fire damage restoration. We are in the fire season, just starting it. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to bring up the dryer vent cleaning. So we do water, fire, smoke restoration, mold remediation, carpet cleaning, air duct cleaning, area rug cleaning. So we do a lot of different things.
And in the event that we do have something that we need to claim in our insurance, you kind of help us through that process?
Oh, absolutely.
Too?
We are a vendor for most of the insurance companies, a preferred vendor. So we are on their programs. We work directly with the agents and adjusters to make sure that everything is covered on the claim and that it's as smooth as possible.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
teaching
you.
us really valuable lessons we've learned.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. For more tips on dryer fire prevention and how to learn Steamatic can help you keep your home safe, head over to steamaticar.com. Now, when we return, Dr. Jean Wei will help us understand the removal of HRT warning labels and share safety tips for women considering or currently on hormone replacement therapy. Stay with us. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. If you've been following health news, you may have heard about the recent removal of warning labels around hormone replacement therapy. To help us understand what this means and how it may impact you, we are joined by Dr. Jean Wei. All right, Dr. Wei, hot topic.
Yes, very hot and very timely, and I'm so glad we're getting a chance to talk about it. Thank you for inviting me. I'm honored to be here. So let's talk about hormone replacement therapy and why is it that they're taking it, the black box warning label off. Now, it's not for everything, but for some of the conditions it's been taken off. So let's talk about it. A week ago Monday, the FDA came out and notified the various manufacturers and companies that you may now, first you can take off the black box warning and most of the conditions. However, endometrial cancer is still not taken off. So we have to think about this. But what I want to talk about is what happened and how did this come about? Okay, hormone replacement therapy has been thought for quite a while now. All of us have been hearing about this, is that it's not good for us. It's not too good for us. We need it, but we can't have it for too long. So during perimenopause and menopause and postmenopause, women have a little bit trouble with a few things, several things. One of which is we might get grumpy, okay? We might get weepy, we might have joint discomfort, and we might have trouble sleeping or staying asleep, right? And so we might have sweats, night sweats, and we get so hot. All of those things, is there something we can do or take to make us feel better? Because we're just out of sorts, right? So it was thought for a while that the estrogen replacement would do the trick, and if you have an intact uterus, that you could have the estrogen plus progestin, and then you could have a cyclical routine, and then it would take care of it. The problem is there's not one size fits all. Not all of us are going to feel definitely back to ourselves, but it does help to reduce some of the symptoms. Now, since the hormone replacement therapy warning has been out there saying it could give you breast cancer, it can give you yada yada, you could die. Most women don't take it anymore. So now what we realize is that maybe we went a little bit too far in terms of warning people. Only 5% of women now take hormone replacement therapy.
What?
Yes.
Whoa, that's really low.
Perimenopause, okay? And and it helps them. So why can't we let them have it? So they came to agree that, okay, we'll take it out of the black box warning because, so let me explain. The Women's Health Initiative, some of you might remember this if you were born before the current century. It was a very, very well-planned, well-designed, multi-center study sponsored by the National Institutes of Health, and it was supposed to answer all kinds of questions, and it was for once and for all, everybody was going to say estrogen is good for you. Many of the legislators, senators, and congressmen went home. Now, before any of this even became passed by Congress, they went home and they gave it to their wives, their sisters, their daughters, everybody, because it was thought to be the best, because everybody felt better. However, then came the findings from the Women's Health Initiative study, which showed that there seemed to be an increased risk for breast cancer, okay? So then everybody just, everybody stopped everything. And so because of that, the recommendation by your doctors kind of went away. And so now they don't take it. Most of the women don't take it. And instead, they just are grumpy and sweaty and yada yada, have trouble sleeping. So what we realize now is that in retrospect, first of all, the average age of the women who participated in the study was 63. that is probably 13 or 14 years more than the usual menopause age. Most women start to go through menopause in their very late 40s or very early 50s. And I'm talking about when your menstruation stops, okay? So because of that, because the women were older, many of them were more than 14 years post-menopause, they are a different group.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Okay?
really
Yeah.
truly, when we're talking about, you
Right.
know, yeah.
So that was a mistake. And they probably didn't need it the same way that a woman does when she's going through, you know, all the heat and cold and everything for a younger.
There's certainly a lot
Yeah.
to that, but only 5%. Well, I sure
Okay.
hope.
Yeah. So because of this now, we're saying, yes, you can take it. Yes, it's okay. Now, let's talk about a couple caveats.
All right, you know what I'm going to do, though? I'm going to have you pick up this conversation because I have more questions and you have more answers.
Okay.
So let's continue this conversation next week, okay?
Yes, sounds great.
We'll pick this back up for sure.
Okay.
All right, well, it's so
Thank
interesting.
you.
Thank you, Dr.
Yes,
Wei.
thank you.
All right. As always, Dr. Wei will join us again next week to answer more of our medical questions and concerns. So if you or a friend have anything you're curious about, just send us a message on social media. We'll make sure to cover it in one of our upcoming segments. Now, when we come back, we're testing your relationship IQ. Charlie Simpson joins us with a marriage quiz that might just surprise you. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back, everyone. Think you know everything about marriage? Think again. Charlie Simpson from the Arkansas Relationship Counseling Center is here to give us a marriage quiz. So grab your number 2 pencils and get ready to see how your relationship knowledge stacks up. Shoot, if they're already married, I hope they pass this quiz.
It's a little tricky, so some of these questions might shock you a little bit. So we'll jump right on in. So we have 4 questions. So we'll start with question number 1. Couples who have more conflicts have a higher chance of divorce. True or false?
Well, folks at home, I'll politely step aside since I am not married. Taylor in the booth, what do you say?
Taylor, give it.
Taylor, she says false.
False is correct.
Okay, good job.
Oftentimes we might think that couples that are constantly arguing, they just increase. But the most difficult couples to work with are the ones that are quiet.
Oof.
It's hard to pull emotions from them, and typically they've emotionally disconnected. And research tells us that that's the most difficult couples to try to work with, because once they become emotionally connected, it's just like they don't really even care anymore. So yes, it is false.
Okay.
Here we go. Question number 2. Couples should resolve all of their conflicts. What you got, Lou? All of their conflicts.
Okay, Taylor says false. Larikas, you want to chime in? He's going to go false too. Okay.
We got false on that one.
Okay.
69% of conflicts that couples have are unresolvable. And you hear me? Unresolvable. Either they fall into personality differences or just different beliefs. If I'm a saver, my partner is a spender. If my partner likes to communicate, I don't like to communicate as much. Those are just personality differences. But what the research tells us is that couples that are able to get through those unresolvable issues just find ways to be able to, agree to disagree, or, just kind of walk away from them.
Okay, that's so interesting to me.
Yeah, yeah. All right, number 3, healthy couples and unhealthy couples have the same amount of conflicts.
Okay.
Healthy couples and...
Larikas, you want to?
You got false on that one?
All right, Larikas says false and Taylor says true.
Taylor correct on this one. And it goes back to that 69% of conflicts. That's healthy couples and unhealthy couples. We're all in the same boat. The biggest difference is that healthy couples typically can find ways to get through those conflicts a little bit easier than unhealthy couples where they might clash a little bit more. But we are all in the same boat. If somebody tell you they don't argue, then that's not a good thing. So,
okay.
All right, so number 4, this is a big one right here. The number 1 predictor of divorce is A, money, B, constantly avoiding conflicts, or C, intimacy issues.
Oh gosh, those are all hot topics. All right, Laricas, what say you?
He with money.
Larika says money, and Taylor says constantly avoiding conflicts.
Taylor got a chance to look at the end.
Taylor, did you cheat?
He's constantly avoiding conflicts.
Never.
And it does not matter what the conflict, if it's money, if it's intimacy, if it's parenting differences, not communicating, I feel like my partner is narcissistic, whatever it might be, it all falls into that category. If they start to emotionally disconnect, kind of going back to that first one, and they pull their emotions from the relationship, typically that's going to be one of the biggest predictors that they might not make it.
You know, the moral of the story, what I'm hearing is just get in that ring. You know, if the two of you in this marriage together, you got to get in that boxing ring, duke it out, so to speak, and have you as the referee.
Hey, and that's what I do all the time. And you're right with that analogy. And we just cannot avoid those moments. It's going to feel uncomfortable, but the more the couples learn how to navigate through it, then the more they move into that healthy area.
You just give us so much hope and optimism when you say things like that, Charlie.
Definitely.
Don't give up,
Don't
folks
give
at
up.
home.
Definitely.
Charlie, so great to see you.
Good being
Fun
here.
conversation.
Right.
Marriage can be a whirlwind of emotions and new experiences, but you don't have to face it ups and downs alone. If you find yourself needing someone to talk to, you can always reach out to Charlie and his team of licensed professionals at the Arkansas Relationship Counseling Center. Simply scan the QR code on your screen or visit arkansasrelationshipcenter.com. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Thank you all so much for joining us today, and a big thank you to our guests and sponsors who stopped by the studio. Now, before we say our goodbyes, we want to remind you that today is the final day to enter for a chance to win our current giveaway. Multi-platinum award-winning singer-songwriter Riley Green has released the deluxe version of his acclaimed album, Don't Mind If I Do, featuring brand new tracks packed with the heartfelt storytelling and Southern style you know and love. So ahead of his concert here in Little Rock this weekend, we're giving you a chance to win big. 5 lucky runners-up will each receive a vinyl copy of the deluxe album pressed in a gorgeous emerald green color, along with a $50 Boot Barn gift card, your go-to for all things Western. And for one very lucky grand prize winner, you'll take home this Epiphone acoustic guitar plus an autographed Riley Green pickguard, which you can add to your guitar or keep as a collectible. It's all yours. Again, today is your last day to enter, so head over to KARK.com/Arkansas Style Giveaway to get your name in the running. In the meantime, don't forget to grab the album or stream it wherever you get your music. And of course, for all things Arkansas Style, be sure to visit our website or follow us on social media to keep up. We will see you all again next time with love. Mwah.
Thank you for watching Arkansas Style with Nicole Neiman. Furniture provided by Hank's Fine Furniture. Fresh flowers provided by Norwood Day Floral Company.